Welcome back for part 2 of Destiny Horizon. I've had some time to cool off. We're gonna pick up right at the correct scene. Krakaza and Edos die in a horrible fire for dabbing. So Tun Po, you and the commander are standing over the corpse of this betrayer.
Spy clarifies to the commando. I would like to try to rummage through his person to see if I can find any sort of Imperial stuff. If he's that dumb, probably not. But
you don't really see Imperial stuff. You do see a little holo communicator, but that's pretty common among the Imperial or the commandos and the Imperials. Yeah, they probably have them too. But other than that, it's just your average stuff. He's got a half-smoked cigarette that's pretty stale. Looks like he's been saving it for a rainy day.
Well, we should get this guy out of here. Help me drag him to, well, not an escape pod, a storage closet.
The commando frowns and looks at you and just goes, "Well,
the morgue?
Why don't we just
We have one of
take
those,
him?
right?
If you don't need him, we can just throw him out the hangar airlock
Hey, that's the right one.
or
Let's
the
do that.
shipping airlock." So you guys travel down maintenance a little more to get to the shipping airlock, and there's a small cargo bay for maintenance. And recently, it looks like a lot of the cargo containers have been disturbed. They're kind of all fallen down and lying on the ground everywhere. They're not open, they're just on their sides. Some of them are upside down. And he pauses and looks at the mess in the room.
I assume this is from when I, dropped the ship on the planet and turned it over.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, let's jettison him.
He goes over to the airlock and puts the guy's body down, opens it, puts him inside, and shuts it. And there's a window so that you can see everything. He motions the green button whenever you're ready. Make a perception check versus 3 purple and 1 black. So as you're walking up, you put to the green button and you look out the glass and you see him. Something catches your eye, and you turn to your right and you see a blinking light on. There's a cylinder-shaped device, and it looks like it's got a chrome hubcap on the front, but the hubcap has a console and a bunch of stuff. There's a blinking light on it.
He's holding?
No, it's actually it was hiding behind the containers.
Oh. I say, wait, hold on. What is that?
The commando
point
looks
at it.
over and immediately slaps his hand flat on your chest, hard, and starts pushing you back. He goes, "That's a bomb."
Oh boy.
Several months ago, a light comes on in the storage container. This storage area had been shut off. And 2 commandos and the ship's hangar quartermaster walks in. And Sasha Twi'lek looks around and then points over to the crates. We'll hide it behind those. Those are warp coils or hyperspace coils. I highly doubt we're ever going to need those anytime soon. So, who knows? Maybe the explosion will cause them to ignite. And the commandos nod. One of them's the guy you just killed. And they start fastening it. And she goes, "Alright, that's 26. She starts moving the cart down the maintenance bay and gets ready to arm the other one when she hears a noise. And as she looks up, she sees Corin Reed and Krakaza coming down the stairs. She says, "Shit." Her and another commando run over and they start trying to arm the bomb, but that's when they start getting attacked. Fast forward to the present. It looks like it's been here a while. It's covered in dust. Active, waiting for a trigger.
We should put it not on the ship.
Are
we going to trip it by taking it off?
We would need a bomb squad. I don't know anything about explosives. We sent all those guys down with Grakaza.
Oh, cool.
I mean, there's Jebediah, but I'm not even sure he knows as much as Grakaza does.
He's still on the ship?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
He was actually upset that he couldn't go down with them.
Sorry. I forgot he was here. Let's call him down here. Maybe he can take a look at it.
He nods, reaches over to this comms button on his collar, and he hits it and lifts up the collar, and he's like, "Hey, Jeb, if you're not busy, can we get you into the maintenance storage facility down in engineering?" You're, I'll be right there. You might want to bring some gloves. And then the scene pans over to Valery, who's on the bridge of the ship.
And Valery's talking to one of the other commandos. Well, anyway, so she's going on about some story with something, with some dig.
Yeah, you're going on about the dig. And he's got a data pad out that he's nodding to you and talking, and then he's looking down at it. And he's currently playing Angry Jawas, and it's a data pad game. And he's like flinging the Jawas into the air, trying to knock down the sand people that are up on the top of the canyon.
Wanini!
Yeah, they're like, Wanini! And it would bounce off.
Can Tun Po calm her personally then?
Yeah, you've got comms to her personally if you don't want anybody else to hear.
Doctor, we've got a problem.
Excuse me 1 minute. Valery gets up and kind of goes off to the side.
The moment you turn around, he tries to leave. He'll leave the bridge if he has to. Oh, I gotta go check out something. He just takes off.
What's the matter?
Okay, so I don't want you to overreact, but I found a spy, and I found a bomb. And I took care of one of them.
Hopefully the bomb, so we can interrogate the spy.
The moment you say that, all of the people on the bridge spin in their chairs and look at you. Bomb?
We're playing a game. You know the film guy who made that Angry Jawas thing? It's another one with it.
Roll a deception. It's 3 purple. Oh my goodness.
Please.
And I'm going to use a
light side.
I'm going to use a light side point. So, do I hit use light side?
Yep.
Yeah, you hit use light side, and I'm going to use a dark side point to downgrade your side. So on your side, you're going to put 1 upgrade, 1 downgrade, 3 purple, click on a blank, and then roll it.
Click on a blink?
Yeah, like a blank spot on the sheet.
Oh.
Once you put a number, you have to click on a blank spot for the number to register.
Okay.
So 1 upgrade and 1 downgrade on your side.
All right. Okay. So hit use light side and then hit the.
You already hit use light side.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Hit downgrade.
Yeah, downgrade needs to be 1. Upgrade needs to be 1 on your side. And then you need to put 3 purple over on the right-hand side. Click on a blank spot on the character sheet, and then hit whatever skill you want to use to lie.
Okay, hit it down. Hit the blank spot. Okay. And then
whatever skill you would like to use that you think you could justify for lying.
Charm.
There you go. You can use your charm check.
Okay. I hope this worked. I hope I did that right. All right. Let's make sure I hit the purple. Yeah. Anything else? Okay.
Okay, so you succeed, and they turn in their chairs and they go back to work. But the threat is that they're constantly looking over at you, like, as they continue to work. I'm getting sick and tired of you guys succeeding. You need to knock it off. I've got nothing but stupid little starbursts all over my goddamn roller.
It's okay. I'll be stabbed in the chest anytime soon.
So Valery goes off the bridge and finds a little quiet place. So what happened to the body?
Oh, he's here too.
Good.
He's fine.
Don't-
How are you?
Don't do anything. Don't do anything to his body. We might be able to find out who he is.
What am I gonna do to his body?
I don't know. What were you going to do to it?
My mind's telling me no, but my body's...
Well, I was gonna put him out an airlock, but then we.
No, don't space him. Leave him.
Okay.
As
Jebediah's
far as the
coming
bomb.
down.
Oh, can he defuse the bomb?
Don't know, but I hope so.
Now, does it seem like it's affixed to anything, or is it just sort of sitting there?
Tun Po, from your knowledge of piloting, you can just have this. You did a crazy ass stunt, and it stayed on the floor. It's mag sealed.
I'm pretty sure it's tight.
Okay.
It's on the floor, but it's stuck there. It's been here a while. It looks like it's collected a lot of dust.
Wow. I wonder why it never went off.
Nobody to push the button.
Unless it was set up to be disturbed accidentally, or unless something was moved and then go off. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the Imperials are thinking? They're so insane.
Well, I'm standing next to it, so if it was proximity, it's not.
It's not off. All right. Well, I won't say anything to anyone on the bridge. I don't want to panic them.
Probably a good idea. I'll report back to you once
Okay.
Jebediah gets here.
All right. I'll be here waiting.
So you cut the call.
So-
Tun Po, what is your expression when you get off the phone with Valery after hearing her blatantly on the bridge go, "I hope you chose the bomb," and then hearing gasps coming from the other side? What does Tun Po look like? Is he just like another day, another dollar, or?
He's a Sullivan.
That's true. They only have two expressions.
I just shake my head at the other commando.
The commando motions the bomb. Do you want me to take a look at it?
Yeah, I wouldn't touch it, but yeah.
So you have a choice. Do you want him to do it, or do you want Jeb to do it?
Oh, I'd prefer Jeb to do it.
Yeah, so he goes over to the bomb, and that's when you hear Jeb coming down the ladder.
Like, hold on. don't
And
do
as
anything.
Jeb turns around to look at you guys and goes, "What?" And then his eyes open wide. The thermal imploder casings that you guys used on the ground attack, those were salvaged from the bombs that the crew did find. So...
Oh.
If the original party members remember, this was designed to sever the Destiny Horizon in half.
Yeah. Tun Po points at it and says nothing else.
Yeah, and then that's when the screen focuses on Jebediah's panicked face, and the screen wipes. Grakaza and Edos, you are standing over a trench, firing at the hunters that appear and some of the criminals that come out to try to hijack the ship. And there's people being evacuated. And that's when the doctor taps on Grakaza's shoulder. She's ready to be moved.
All right, let's do this quick.
Edos, do you follow him? Or do you stay on the trench?
I see that he's moving, and I fire a few more shots, and then I follow him.
Yeah, let's just see. Why don't you roll me a weapons fire check against 2 purple with 1 blue, because you have the high ground and you're firing into a trench.
Okay.
I just want to see if you kill anybody else, or if you just...
Everyone?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's say you you look down at your blaster, and it's got like a pew setting, a pew pew setting, and then a pew 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 setting, and you're like, and just like one of those overcharged pistols in Battlefront, it's like, and you find all your targets. So like, the entire trench is clear, and some of the security forces working with your sisters, like, as
With
you
that?
turn around, yeah, you holster your gun and you turn around and you see your sister's horrified on her knees looking at this mobster's body. What have you done? And she's shaking.
That son of a bitch stole your son.
Yeah. I had to keep him alive. I had to smuggle in luxuries for him. If he died, they were going to kill my son.
Hey, listen. We're gonna find him, alright?
Edos, why are you always the one that survives?
And Edos doesn't know what to say. Oh god, this hurt. Fuck, this hurts. I look at her and I go, because the galaxy hates me.
Hates you. Look at you. You get kicked out of one job, and you get picked up by people with money and resources. I've been stuck here doing this job because I've been worried about my nephew's life. You disappear, I can't even reach out to you. Oh, Edos, you have it so hard. She stands up, adjusts her tunic, hits her comms. Alpha. You know Alpha is a droid that she's got, who's in charge of her security. I want you to put down all the refugees from the Destiny Horizon. And then she starts marching toward her ship.
I am immediately going to grab her.
Yeah, you grab her arm and she looks down at you, and then she looks up towards your eyes. She's not even crying anymore, but her face is still shiny, and she just has pure hatred in her eyes. Eye for an eye, right, Edos?
You gonna kill anybody, you kill me.
And that's when your eyes kind of look past her shoulders, and you see Grakaza holding an armless Valery who is badly beaten, and the doctor going up the ramp to your sister's ship. Grakaza,
Yes.
what do you feel when you see Valery and she's got collar bruises that
Valeria.
cut so deep or Valeria, yeah, that cut so deep that she's got broken skin and she's got bruises all over her body, including marks where handcuffs were. She's barefoot, she has her pants on, she's got a bloody shirt on, and she's missing an arm.
I think at this moment, Grakaza realizes just how much of a cost this whole expedition has taken on everything.
Right.
And just kind of
No!
He just has the sensation that everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. And honestly, Grakaza just feels this profound sense of despair and misery that he's partially responsible for all this.
Yeah, and the doctor kind of sees your eyes and shakes his head. Grakaza! He places a hand on your arm. You had nothing to do with this. Valery should have stayed put, but she was pressured into getting more fuel with the civilians. We came to a planet that unfortunately surrounded our ships.
We can talk more when we get on the ship. And I just keep
Agreed.
trudging up with Valerie. Or Valeria.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you trudge up with Valeria as you guys are all going up the ramp, and you are greeted by heavily armed security teams with fully automatic weapons pointed directly at you. And then you see the guards on the platform coming up behind you, aiming their guns at you. Don't move, big guy.
So, this is what it's come to, huh?
When you travel with Edos, you pay for his sins. Edos, she shakes her head. Oh, no. Enough words from you. There's not a damned thing you can say that would change my mind. You screwed me. You killed your nephew. His blood's on your hands, and soon so will these people's. You're gonna forget what color your palms were. She turns and starts walking towards the ship. I want the big one killed first!
I start putting down Valeria, and I look at the doc to say, "You shield her."
All of
I'll
a
take
sudden,
down
as
as
you're
many as I
putting
can.
down, Valeria, one of the commandos places a gun right against the doc's head, and then grabs him by the chin.
You're all cowards. You aren't soldiers. You're not security. You're cowards, and you'll die like them if you do anything to them.
From what we understand, you're the one who ran away and let your people get taken. I'm sorry, who's the coward?
You. When you're dead.
How far is she from me? And what is her defense?
Probably 10, 15 feet.
Does she
She's
have
an
any-
officer. She doesn't have much.
So 1 purple.
Yep. Oh, and of course you can give yourself 3 boosts.
With that,
Describe
can I
how
hit
you
this
kill
die?
your sister.
God damn.
No. That's
Yep.
true. There's enough advantage there that you could stun her. Your choice.
As I see her walk away, and I see Grakaza, I know what they're gonna do. I simply say, "I'm sorry," and I fire my blaster bolt into her back, and yeah, it goes right into her, right where her heart is from the backside, and goes through.
So you're not stunning her? Yeah, the shot goes through and she doesn't even have a chance to react. She falls to her knees and then to her face. And the moment that happens, some of the guards on the ramp start looking around, and that's when you see something amazing. So amazing that I can't find my die roller. Grakaza, you're standing there looking at the doctor as he's been taken. The doctor's fumbling with something in his pocket and pulls out this weird, short, stunted syringe with a green, glittery fluid, places his little crustacean thumb into it and jabs it into his leg and injects himself. And then his eyes start to glitter. And he's just like... reaches into his pocket and pulls out a scalpel, and if this were slow motion, it would be right next to the armpit. Tiny little nick. And then he comes back down and goes whoosh, and cuts the muscle right here. 2 precision cuts. But he cuts a vital artery. And the man who's got the gun next to him just goes and drops to the floor, pouring out blood from his wound. And the commandos don't know what to do. They're looking around shocked. They see her get taken down. They see him get taken down. And they almost looked at Grakaza like,
I yell at them, unless you drop your weapons and start helping these refugees, I will tear you all limb from limb.
they just hand their weapons over. These guys are mercenaries. This isn't worth it.
Get these people on the ship and let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, some of the commandos, refugees, take the guns, and instead of pointing their guns at the security team realizes that they're not being held hostage or anything, and when they start helping you with the refugees, it seems more like gratification, like, oh, thank God you didn't kill us. And the progress goes a little faster than you would imagine holding them at gunpoint and making them do it. And that's when your eyes go down the ramp, And Edos is staring above his sister, who's got a smoking cavity in her back. Edos.
Yeah. After
The
firing,
smoke. The smoke, real quick. It smells like burning carpet.
I toss my pistol to the side and immediately go down and flip her over.
Yeah, you flip her over. She's got a little bit of blood trickling down her mouth from her heart basically exploding. All of the veins in her head are really thick and congested.
With that, Edos falls into shock, and he starts trying to give her, like, it looks retarded, but he starts trying to give her CPR.
Make a medicine check.
Yeah. Difficulty 3? 4?
Yeah. Difficulty 5, because, I mean, she's got a giant hole in her chest.
Yeah. And I'll do that. Oh, clear.
Yeah, that's probably my fault. Sorry.
Sorry.
It was. Try it again. All right. You succeed of applying the right medical techniques, but it doesn't bring her back, and you take 3 strain from your emotional trauma. Grikaza, what do? You don't even really know this guy very well. I mean, you guys have only been together a couple of weeks.
Still, I think by this point, Rikaza, I can understand just how heavy these burdens can be, and he might not feel the same way Edos does, but he definitely feels for Edos. That he just kind of slowly, calmly walks over and puts one of his large hands on the guy's shoulder and just kind of nods at him and says, "We gotta go."
Nah, just give me a few more. I got this.
I can help you carry her, but we have to go.
Edos kind of looks up, and he's got tears in his eyes because he can't believe what he just did. He's like, I got her. And I'll slowly pick her up.
Yeah, you pick her up, and you start walking toward the ship, and seeing the exchange from you guys, you start to notice more the criminals aren't firing upon you anymore. They're just kind of staring and watching, and the ground starts to shake slightly. And as you guys board the ramp, Grikaza, I think to your side, you see that the agriculture ship is starting to take off and lift out of the structured framework that kept it in the ground. And you start seeing a lot of the civilian fleet start to take off.
Kaza kind of smiles at this, realizing that maybe they actually did it before helping Edos up the ramp.
Yeah, you help Edos up the ramp, no problem. And the ramp closes behind you. The screen wipes to Tun Po, who's sitting there in this storage room, and Jebediah is like, alright, smoking a cigar. It's got an anti-tampering device. If we remove it from the hull, it will explode. There also seems to be a reception switch. Whoever was controlling this, they have a device on them that when it leaves a certain distance away from the bomb, it will also explode.
So it's got to be here still.
Yeah. Maybe on somebody upstairs. It's small, too. I mean, typically they hide these things in anything that gives off a reception. A comm link, Anything to data pad. Anything that is used to send messages.
I open the airlock door.
Okay, as
So
you
the-
open the airlock door, I'm going to
body.
need you to roll a coordination. And the coordination difficulty is against a 3.
One more time.
Here.
Oh, sorry. The coordination difficulty is versus 3.
Now, I should clarify not
Hey,
to
Ethan.
jettison the body.
Ethan.
Yeah. No. Go fuck yourself. I'm in emotional pain right now. Stop that.
I do want to clarify not to jettison
Oh,
the
you
body.
know what? This caramel,
What's up,
you need some salt. Ethan, can I get some of those tears? All right. No, I know not to jettison the body. I just need you to roll a coordination.
3 purples.
Versus 3.
Yay.
All right. You succeed. I think that the threat is something hits you, right? And you get knocked to your knees, but you don't tumble into the airlock any further than you already are. But what you see is a red cylinder rolling towards the back of the airlock. And the commando's standing there with his rifle. You realize Jeb's been stunned as he's looking at you with wide eyes. And the commando looks at the green button next to the door.
Hmm.
It's your turn to act.
Yeah. Do I have enough time to try to draw and shoot him?
Yeah, I don't imagine you would have put, your gun's gonna be easily accessed. You didn't snap the holster shut. And he didn't knock you down. So yeah. I mean, you're kneeling, you're in a perfect firing position. If you want, you could even push yourself back and slide on the ground and shoot him further into the airlock.
That would be nice.
All right, go ahead and do it. You kind of push back so that you can get a range bonus, and now you only have 1 purple to contend with, since you're not in engaged range anymore.
So only 1 purple?
Right. Yep, only 1 purple. Oh, no, a black for defense, because he's wearing the commando's uniform. This guy's probably not going to be easy to pew-pew. He didn't have his helmet off like the guy who was talking on the comms.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Well, the success is that you bump into the canister, but it doesn't go off. But since you missed, he kind of flinches, and then he hits the door button, and the door goes psh, and shuts.
With me in the airlock?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
No, because Tun Po actually said that he turned his comms off.
Yeah, I cut off. Hmm.
We're going to go over to Valery while you contemplate
Yeah.
your demise. Valery, your comms start to light up. This is the
Ooh,
Vigilant
look.
contacting the Destiny Horizon. Do you read?
This is Destiny Horizon. Welcome back.
We've got troops at capacity, and we're bringing in ships and shuttles. We need to dock.
All right, I'll have everything ready. So I will-
Give us the coordinates to which airlocks you'd like us to use.
I will type in the ones that aren't the one that they're at.
Perfect. Yeah, so you start typing them in, and corvettes start approaching, freighters, shuttles, evacuation teams.
Is Grikaza with you?
No, sir. I believe they're still on the surface.
Okay, thank you. I'll have one of the other commandos help with whatever communications are needed between the rest to help coordinate, who's coming and where and what. And I'm going to try and contact Grikaza.
So basically what you notice is that they leave their, defense stations, and there's, 4 people in the comms bay sitting there and routing ships to take that load off of you. They seem to be responding to you pretty well, so if you have to make a leadership check, please add a boost to it. And you tried Grikaza's comms, but it does not go through.
Okay. What did you say about the leadership check? You were breaking up.
Oh, sorry. You get a boost to your leadership.
Oh, okay.
Blue dice.
Okay. Do you want me to roll something?
No.
I couldn't.
Okay. I'm just saying, if you have to make a leadership check, you can do so with a boost. They respect you. You cannot, however, reach Grikaza because apparently he is still on planet.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of step off and go off to the side. In fact, hopefully they can't hear me. And I'm going to click onto Edos. Hello. How's everything going?
Edos must still be on the planet too. It looks like they're out of range.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
sorry,
Tun Po.
Tun.
Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
Tun.
Tun, you're sitting there and your comms come to life.
Valery?
Hi, what's going on? Is everything okay?
I found another spy,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
I'm in the airlock. Please disable the airlocks.
And the commando goes,
All of them or just...
All of them.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Stop.
he goes to hit the
I yell
button.
to the commandos, don't hit the button. And she runs over and throws herself on.
Hang on. Not that commando.
Oh.
The commando down in the storage facility is looking at Tun Po through the window, and he's getting ready to hit the button. Valery goes, and she's running towards the console, the security console that no one's at because they're all on communications.
All right.
And she's like, I need you to roll an athletics check versus 2 purple. If you succeed, you get to the computer first. If you don't, well, Tun Po, it was nice knowing you.
Bye.
Well,
Use light side if you need to.
I was going to say, can I use a light side point?
Absolutely, you can use the light side point.
Okay. Okay. So did you just use it? Okay.
I used mine.
Okay. Oh, okay. So all right. So
So
there's
it's going to be
light
an
side.
upgrade on either side.
Told you he was gonna kill you.
Hey, I did my damage, I suppose.
Okay, and you said 2 purple and athletics. Let's go to athletics. Okay. That's it.
Success! You get to the computer. You could do 2 of one thing. There's 2 choices here. You can lock all the airlocks so that they can't open, but that means the refugees can't come on board. Or you could vent the air in the storage container where the commando is.
But isn't that where? But yeah, Jeb's in there, and wouldn't that
Jeb's
still
asleep,
affect?
definitely. Oh yeah.
So I'm going to lock them down for the time being. I don't want to hurt Jeb.
Now you could roll a computer's check or a security check to try to lock just that one.
Oh, I will try that if I can do that.
Do you have time for that?
That's what the athletics was. The athletics was that she wasn't too far away, and she literally was like, "Go!" So, if this were a show, he goes to hit it, and he psychs you out, and you flinch, and he's like laughing through the glass. But then she's like, She slides into the chair. It spins around. She catches herself and she gets her fingers on the keyboard. And he pushes a button on the airlock to make a speaker active. And he's like, "You idiots never caught us. Not once. Well, looks like I won't be needing that bomb now. Goodbye, Mr. Rune." And then he goes to hit it. Brian, make your roll. I need it. It's easy. I mean, it's 2 purple. Security or computers, your choice.
I'm doing computers.
Okay,
2
and I'm
purple.
going to go ahead and use a dark side here. So put an upgrade on my side.
Okay.
He is gutted for that ass.
I really hope you get a despair. I have not gotten a goddamn thing this game.
Okay, so there is an upgrade. So already.
Yeah, an upgrade on my side.
Yeah.
What's your side?
The right side.
Right side.
With the red, purple.
Oh, the
I
right.
don't remember despair in
Oh,
this
okay.
game.
Yes, there is one there. All right, and I will then go to computers.
Use a light side.
If I,
It's the yeah, okay. You
let
want me to
get
use
a
another light
despair.
side?
If the
All
force
right,
is with
I'll
me
use-
at all,
I don't want to.
let
I
me
don't
get
know.
despair.
I don't want to
Oh.
fucking die.
All right, there.
I might be
All
blind.
right, I used it. So then a downgrade then on his side.
If you want to do that, yeah.
All right,
You could
well, yeah,
downgrade
just
my
do a
side,
light-
or you could upgrade your side so you have a chance for a triumph.
I would downgrade his.
Because I'm pretty sure you have yellows in
Cannot.
computers.
Yeah.
If you
so-
downgrade him, he cannot get a despair.
All right, so let me with computers. I think that's it. Okay, how many purple? 2?
2.
Yep.
2. Okay. All right, and computers. Okay.
It's like, I'm done. I'm fucking done with this game. I'm fucking dead. The GM wins.
Okay. So what happens?
What happens is...
What happens is when I do that to lock it down, and he's about to go and touch anything, there is a feedback pulse of electricity that zaps him and knocks him unconscious.
Sorry, but-
Yeah, no. So you... He goes to hit the button, right? And nothing happens, so
Yes.
he taps it a little bit, and then all of a sudden a shock goes through his system, and he's like... "Ow, ow, ow, ow," and he falls to his knees and falls forward. Tun Po, you hear a tunk as he hits something on the other side of the airlock. And that's when your airlock goes bing, saying that it's ready to open.
I open it.
You open the airlock?
Not
No,
like,
no, the one going out to
This one.
space. Yeah, the one
No,
going
no,
out
I
to
don't wanna do
space.
that.
The one that's going out to space lights up green like it's ready
It's
to
ready.
open. But it
No,
hasn't
thanks.
opened yet.
No thanks.
All right,
still
I
have-
need you to roll in athletics versus 3 purple with 1 setback, because as you see that light go green, you look down and you notice that there's a red flashing on the bomb.
Lord. May I light side,
Bro,
No.
do what you need to, man.
bro?
Bruh.
Oh,
Fuck you.
bye bye. What in the hell?
Damn, Jesus.
You hit open on the door to get back into the Destiny Horizon. The door cracks a little bit. You salmon leap through the crack, tuck and roll, and now you're there at the airlock button again. On the other side, where he was.
I waste no time and I shoot him in the face.
Okay. Blam! His blood just goes up the bulkhead.
And then I probably start crying.
All right, you start crying. The door is open to you. You start crying, and Jeb goes. As Jeb's starting to come to, he looks in the airlock, and it just goes beep 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 beep, and that's where we're going to turn over to Grakaza and Edos.
Sorry. Hold on. I gotta get in sad mode. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I'm good.
Hey, we're all laughing at death up here. It's fine.
Those fuckers. Okay, I'm ready.
Grakaza, your ship starts to take off. You're on the bridge, and you see it heading towards the Destiny Horizon in orbit. There is room for you to dock, but apparently Valery hasn't made clearance for that docking bay. She's only unlocked the others.
I'm gonna hail Valery and see what's going on.
Yeah, Valery, you're sitting there working at the computers, like, exhaling because you were able to save Tun Po's life, and that's when the comms come to life. It's crackly at first, but as he passes through the atmosphere, it gets better.
Okay, do I hear Grakaza's call?
Yeah. He's like, Valery, you're there?
Oh.
And it's staticky at first, but it starts to clear up.
Oh, Grakaza, thank God. Thank the gods. You cannot imagine what's going on here. We have spies and a bomb.
What do you mean spies and a bomb?
It's a long story, and also I have to tell you something very important, so don't get hurt.
And that's where we're going to take our second break. And we'll be back for part 3 in about 10 to 15 minutes. Until next time, bye-bye!